What's up, guys? Welcome back to Money's Funko Pops. I'm, of course, Money, and today I could not be any more excited for this freaking Pokemon announcement. I cannot wait to jump on here and share my thoughts and opinions with you guys. So let's just go ahead and get right on into it because I cannot wait to talk about these things because I am so freaking hyped for this Pokemon announcement. This is sick! So the way that Funko is releasing this new wave is completely different from the way that they've been doing previous ones. So what they've done historically is done the regular size Pikachu, then Bulbasaur, and then when Bulbasaur came out, we got the 10-inch version of Pikachu roughly around the same time. Then when Charmander came out, the 10-inch Bulbasaur came out right around the same time. So essentially, whenever a standard-sized pop would come out, the 10-inch version of the last release came out roughly around the same time. And so far they've all been Target exclusives for those 10 inches. But now what Funko is doing is they're doing a full wave of Pokemon pops all at the same time. We'll be getting Mewtwo, Mr. Mime, Pichu, and Vulpix. 4 brand new Pokemon, which are all going to be releasing at the same exact time. Let's go ahead and start off with Mewtwo. Now, Mewtwo has been rumored for a very long time. I believe Mewtwo actually appeared on that first leak that showed Charmander, Squirtle, and Bulbasaur being the next 3 releases. And the rumor was that on this leaked sheet that Mewtwo was going to have a chase variant alongside of it. So I'm not sure whatever ended up happening with that chase. I personally am super happy that Mewtwo does not have a chase because I imagine that would be a damn shit show trying to find that thing. Even if it was a common chase and it was a 1 in 6, if it was a glow or if it was Armored Mewtwo from the movie, it would just go crazy and people would just be dying to get it. So I do think that Mewtwo looks great. I think it would be a little better if his head was maybe just a little smaller or maybe even just a little bit more stretched out. So next up we have Vulpix, and I know that there are a lot of people out there who love Vulpix and it totally justifies why they're doing it, but I personally am just not excited for Vulpix, and I know I'm going to get some shit for that because everyone loves Vulpix, but I personally just don't care. And of course, that's just what it is. It's my opinion. I personally don't care for Vulpix, and I can name a whole bunch of other Pokemon I would have loved to have seen as pops before that. But that does not stop me from being able to look at this figure and say, oh, this is cute as shit. I'm definitely going to be picking it up. And also the completionist in me is like, okay, bro, you can't get every single Pokemon pop except for Vulpix. And I'm like, yeah, I understand that. But all right, next up we have Pichu, and this is the cutest fucking thing I've seen in my entire life. This is, look at, he's fucking waving. It's so cute. Are you kidding me? So there were 2 rumored lists of Pokemon pops going around. This was the first one with all 4 of these Pokemon. And then the second rumored list had like Cubone and Rattata and a couple other Pokemon on it that I can't remember. But I am glad that this is the leak that happened to be true because this Pichu pop is cute as shit. I totally think that this is a good sign that down the line we will be getting more Pokemon pops from other generations, which I think is really important to the Pokemon line continuing to be successful. For some reason, Game Freak as a whole seems to have this whole mentality that Gen 1 Pokemon are superior to every other generation, and that is very much visible in Pokemon games like Sun and Moon. It's refreshing to see other generations get Pokemon pops rather than them just sticking to all Gen 1 Pokemon. And I think Pichu being the first non-Gen 1 Pokemon in Funko's catalog is a great sign. And I'm truly hoping we get other Pokemon like Lucario, maybe even some other starters like Chikorita, Cyndaquil, Totodile. So Pichu is my favorite one from this set. I am most excited for Pichu, and I can't wait to do a whole big review on these pops and have Pichu in hand. And I might have to get a couple of them because of how cute it is. Get one for out-of-box and one in-box. So Pichu is definitely the one that I'm most excited for here. And now we get to Mr. Mime, this creepy son of a bitch. And I've seen some people commenting that this pop just looks wrong, that there's something off-putting about it, but that is the whole thing. Mr. Mime is supposed to be creepy. Mr. Mime is supposed to have something off-putting about it. I personally didn't think that Mr. Mime was that popular of a Pokemon to warrant getting a pop, and I guess that goes with Vulpix as well. I think the best thing about this Mr. Mime pop is that they have him with his arms up and they have little indents on his fingers like he is pushed up against a barrier, like he's pushed up against an invisible wall. That is such an awesome detail, and it's such a great thing because it's what Mr. Mime is. He's a mime. So I think it would be an injustice to the character if they didn't have him in a miming pose. So kudos to Funko for that. So Vulpix is going to be getting the lowest rating on this scale with 2 out of 5 coins. I personally just do not care about Vulpix. I think that I don't really fully understand why Vulpix is getting a pop. I think there are other Pokemon that deserve it more than Vulpix, and although I'm definitely going to be picking it up, I personally just don't care for it that much. Mewtwo is going to be getting 4 out of 5 coins on the scale. I'm really excited for this one, and I honestly would give it maybe 5 coins if I could put my finger on like why this thing looks off to me, and then if it was different to fix that problem. So just like Mewtwo, Mr. Mime is going to be getting 4 out of 5 coins on the scale. I'm really excited for this thing. I think that if they had him in a different pose without his hands up, it would definitely be a lower rating. But since they have him in that miming position with the little indents on his fingers like he is pressing up against the wall, I absolutely love that. Such a clever design. Mr. Mime is not by any means one of my favorite Pokemon, which is why I'm giving it 4 out of 5 coins, but that does not stop me from being really excited about this pop. And I think the only reason I'm giving it 4 and not 5 coins is because I'm giving Pichu 5 out of 5 coins on the scale, and it would just, in my opinion, be an injustice to give Pichu any other rating. So Pichu is going to be getting 5 out of 5 coins on the scale because I'm extremely biased. Gen 2 is my favorite generation. I have the most nostalgia wrapped around Gold, Silver, and Crystal. Pichu is one of my favorite Pokemon of all time, and they got them in this fucking cute-ass waving position, so that is just adorable as shit. So Pichu gets 5 out of 5 coins on the Money's Funko rating scale, being the highest rating pop in this video. But this Pokemon announcement just really got me going. Like, I know a lot of people in the Funko community have been kind of upset about Funko doing so many lame variants and yada yada yada, and that's its own beast, and that could be its own video. But what I'm trying to say is that I definitely feel that way a bit as well. So to see an announcement like this that gets me really excited and takes me back to some older Funko announcements that really got me this excited as well, it's just great. It gets me really happy to see that these pops are coming out, and I actually can't wait to get these in person. And I would love to know your guys' thoughts on this Pokemon reveal. Make sure you drop a comment down below letting me know what you think of this Pokemon reveal. And today's question of the day is, what Pokemon do you want to see Funko turn into a pop? Is it one that was on the rumored list like Rattata, Cubone, and Meowth? Or is it something completely different and obscure? Make sure you guys let me know down below in the comments which Pokemon you want to see Funko turn into a pop. And if you're looking for a pre-order link for these 4 pops, guys, make sure you go ahead and you do it at shoppoponline.com. Use my referral code down here to get 10% off. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I truly do appreciate your support, and I will be seeing you guys soon. What's up, guys? Thanks so much for watching. I really do appreciate your support. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any more content that I post here to the channel. Down below me, there are 2 different videos. You have my suggestion, which is the video that I suggest you watch, or you can click next video, which will take you to a video very similar to the one that you just watched. So thank you guys so much for your support, and I'll see you soon.